Hi guys, how you doing? I'm a bit baffled. I really am a bit baffled. Now, we're all on lockdown. I've checked how many people have got it or can't get an exact amount. Nothing really tells us who's got it, who hasn't got it in the area. But I've been looking at these postcode checkers of national statistics. National statistics here. Deaths involving COVID-19. I've put in the postcode up here. Chatterston, 3 confirmed deaths. That's that one there, that area there. Zoom in a bit. So that's Chatterston in here. There's 2 deaths confirmed in Spondon. If these are correct, by the way. There's 5 deaths in Spondon, another 5 in Spondon, so that's 2. That's 7, North and South Spondon. Then we got Chatterston again, 3. Chatterston again, 2. 3. So that's, let's count. 3, 5, 8, 10, 15. Oh, let's go another one. What's these ones? Breadsoul. A little bit far away for us for a pub. Was that Otbrook? Otbrook. Oh, it's Oakwood. Oh, we get a few from Oakwood. 2, so that's 15. Say 20. Say 20 people have died around us in Spondon. Harrods and Alveston's have a check. 2 in there. 2 in there. 4 in Alveston. Osmaston, 2. So there's 20. Say it's 20 odd. Just pick a number out like everything else is happening around here. So they've died. I can't find anything who's got it, who might transmit it. So let's just look at another site. Look. This one here is interesting. You put in your postcode. Let me look. You put in your postcode here. Select 3 or more. So I've selected them all. 20. There's Oakwood, Chatterston, Thurleston, Rosehill, Sandiacre, Allington. There's all these here. 20. That must be 40 odd places. Save. Okay. And it comes up in a minute. Here, there are no major reports. Click live map. So you click the live map, there's nothing there. No live reports, nothing. No major reports. It says down here there's confirmed cases in Darwin 632. Is that deaths? Yes, I think it is. If that's the correct figure. And then there was another one. That confirms well 632. Anyway, so what I'm thinking is, so around 5 or 6 villages around here, no one seemed to have COVID. We're on lockdown. So why do we have to have social distancing? If someone in a household has got the symptoms, they say that you might have the symptoms, but you might have the virus, but you might not have any symptoms, but you might be able to pass it on. So, okay, I'm in my house. I've got the symptoms. I've got the virus, but I've got no symptoms. And I'm around my family, and I can give them the virus. But none of us have got it. And that goes for every other person, the family, around me, around Spondon, Chatterston, Oakwood, Otbrook, Morrowash. you're not passing it on to your own family. So why do we have to social distance if none of us have got it? So if we took something, it don't matter, because I'm a bit puzzled. I also looked at the services about parcels. It says you can last on cardboard for, in the early days it was 24 hours, up to 24 hours. But nowadays it's only 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. Maybe because we need the parcels. Maybe because we need our deliveries. Maybe because Amazon, and all we can do now is through the post and buy through the post, which Amazon is doing remarkably well since the lockdown, because everyone's shopping online. It lives on plastic for up to 3 or 4 days. But it says parcels are okay because the cardboard, it only lasts 4 hours. Now, this is what they're saying now, it only lasts 4 hours on cardboard. So by the time it goes into the parcel place, stacked up, by the time you get it, it's gone. The virus is gone. But what about the driver? And it says leave your parcels outside and all this, that and the other. But on most parcels, you get plastic in the little sachets where your letters in, your delivery notes in it. And on a lot of letters, most letters, they've got the little plastic screen so you can see the address. So is anybody really looking at this? It just sounds like they're just plucking things out what suits them. A bit like I don't know, it baffles me. And I know thousands of people. I got 3,000 friends on Facebook, 2,000 or 3,000. I got 2,000 or 3,000 on the business of people that I know a lot of, and they know a lot of thousands. So I bet cumulative we know between all of my Facebook friends and in the neighbouring villages, I bet we know 30-odd thousand people, 40,000 people maybe. And no one has reported they've got anything. So I just don't get it. Why is all this happening? This has been proven by the government. The government have said the deaths have been made up. Could be 50%, 60% out. Why are they made up? Who's just plucking? Everyone's just plucking. Let's have a guess. At first they said there was going to be sort of 2 million die. So anything under that, we can just guess. Can't we have to do it properly, do we? Nah, the public will just take whatever we say. Yeah, we can tell them out. And we can change our minds the next day because, someone made a mistake. Well, come on. We're human beings, for God's sake. Stop playing around with us. We're not here to be... We work hard enough. We do enough to keep the country going, to keep the world going. We get up. We go to work. We work hard. A lot of us do. Not all of us. And it's just all ridiculous. I've got 2 businesses that are dying and dying a death. You know, I've never moaned about it because it's happening and everyone else is going through the same thing. Everyone's in a mess. If we get out of it, God knows. But come on, government. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. Our heads are underwater. The system stinks. Life stinks for the majority of people. The majority of people, they go to work, they get a mortgage, they get a family, they get a mortgage, and they do nothing but struggle. But the working class people, they just struggle. And they want a car, they have to get a loan. So they're paying the mortgage off, they're paying the loan off for the car. And then they need a holiday, so they get another loan. So all they're doing all their life is just paying loans. And the government wastes so much of the money they work for. For what? For them to, they'll be all right. They want you to keep working. They want you to get in debt. They want us to get in debt. To we've got to pay, we've got to go to work. And you feel that stressed and all the depression and anxiety comes in because you're just underwater, you're under pressure, and the missus goes, oh, we need this, we need that, we need the other. No, and then you go, oh, fucking hell, what's happening? Come on. People, we've got to stick together here. It's just so stressful. Life is so stressful. And all the crap we get on the media, what the media say and what the media don't say, more to the point. They don't tell you the truth about what really is happening. And I just don't get it that this is being allowed. I don't get that the population of this country is allowing all this to go. And it's been going on for donkey's years, as long as I can remember as a kid. I've seen it as a kid. Everyone's struggling. Everyone's always struggled. I struggled. When I started out, I was earning £250 a week when I was, 19, 20, which was a lot of money then. But I got a flat, I got a mortgage, and I had nothing. I paid the bills. I had nothing to go out with. I was like, I can't stand this. This is not life. So I ventured out and started working for myself. Well, I was actually working with my brothers, and it didn't work out. So I went on my own. I thought I don't want to work every week and get home on a Friday and not be able to go out because I got no money. And a lot of people I knew was on the dole, and they had money all the time. They had everything. They had houses paid for, everything. The money they got was theirs to spend. Mine wasn't. Mine, every penny I earned went on bills. My wife and the kids. And I got nothing. And it drove me insane. And that's what drove me to work for myself. And I'll never look back. But it's just outrageous. I'm not asking for sympathy or this, that and the other, because there's people off a lot worse off than me. It's the fact of how many people are actually struggling out there. Without this pandemic, how many people have struggled all their life, and they've put into the system and they're right, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, blah, 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 and they get their head down and they live their life. What do they get for it? By being loyal to the system. They're loyal. Oh, we've got to do this because the government said we can't be seen to be going against the government because they know best. They know best. Do the hell. They know nothing about the population, really. They know nothing about the people. They know nothing about... I meet a lot of people in the pub, and I see people who work and they're struggling. I might give tabs to help them come for a drink so I can have a drink and feel a bit guilty if I don't. You know, most of them honour it and they pay it. But if I didn't, they'd have to wait 2-3 weeks to come out. What? They work all week. They get up. It's just outrageous the way everything has been, and it needs to change. We need to change the world. The world needs to change. Instead of wasting all this money on do-gooders. How many do-gooders do we employ that say we're not allowed to discipline our kids, we're not allowed to kiss our kids, we're not allowed to do this with our kids, we're not allowed to do... No, piss off. They're my kids. I do what I want with my kids. My responsibility. I was with my wife 43 years, got 4 children. They're my responsibility. And your kids are your responsibility. Don't blame anything on anyone else. The government. The government are wrong. They're so goddamn wrong on many, many fucking cases. Excuse me, I'm getting angry now. My blood's boiling. My blood's boiling because I just don't get it. I don't get how... I do get it because everyone's just been... We want to see the best in people, don't we? We want to see that the government have got us in mind. We want to believe that because that's nice. It's beautiful. I do. I'm the first... I'm the first person when I meet someone to see the good in them. It doesn't matter what anyone said about them. And they start smoking. I get a lot of people saying, oh, they're this, they're that, they're the other. I don't listen to any of that. So that's because that's your thoughts. you keep them to yourself. And if I meet this person you're talking about, I'm going to put them on a clean sheet. Give them a rope. If they hang themselves, hang themselves. But I take my face value until I get to know them. And 90% of the time, they're sound. And the people who's calling them, because I get it a lot, by the way, you can imagine, it's just that they fell out because they've not rang them, or they're not talking to them, or they've not done something they wanted. So check people at face value and then decide. But the government are just treating us like we're nothing. We're just nothing. Do they really care? Ask yourself, do they actually care that you are struggling, or we are struggling our proverbials off, and they've got no money to help, but they can waste so much money on this legislation, that legislation that we don't even know about all the time. They waste so much money on things that we don't need. They invent another office so they keep the money. So that if they don't use it, it was the same when I was 21. I worked on site. 21 years old. I was started off on the lorries. I did 2 years on the lorries, 2 seasons driving lorries, and then I went on site, and I was on this job, and I was really good at what I did. Everything I do, I try my best. Everything. So I'm on site, and I loved it. I'm a couple of years younger than the foreman, and we were doing a job in Clapham, and we were flying. Colin, you're crazy. You never stop working. I know. That's what I like. If I work for myself or work for someone else, I work. I get to work. I love it. I thrive on work. So we was about 2 weeks ahead of schedule on this job in Clapham. And we lived in 8 by 10 timber sheds, just the same shed you get in the garden. And I walked past the foreman's office, and I heard him say, "Oh, it's pissing it down here." I was like, "What?" So I listened. And yeah, it's peeing it down, boss. You best send another 2 gangs. I was like, "You what? 2? We're going to be done today." I was like, what are they doing? So the next day, a gang comes. The next day, another. We got 3 gangs, and we sat around for nearly 2 weeks doing nothing. We finished. And the foreman actually says to me, "Colin, do you know how to put a bandstand up?" I said, "Well, I've never done one, but it's a few bits of wood and nuts and bolts. I did my car down." So we put the bandstand up before these things come, so we were nearly done. So we waited another 2 weeks doing nothing. Because the point is, same as the councils. If we the foreman says we've finished early, the next year they would have got 2 weeks less. But we finished early because the fact that we had some good workers there, and we went to work and we grafted our proverbials off. So they stole 2 weeks' money off. How many was in my gang? 4 or 5, maybe 6 in our gang. And it was like 80 odd people's wages plus 3 foremans for 2 weeks. And the company had been going 100 years. And it would have been robbed daily. Theft. Anyway, I rang the boss when I got back. I was about, "I've got to leave." "Oh, Carla, why? You was amazing on the lorries. You're amazing on site. We'll offer you more money." I said, "It's not about the money. I can't I need to go." I said, "I won't just leave, but it's not about the money. We'll give you this," which was more than the foreman's got, because I worked for them for 2 years on the lorries, and I made everyone look stupid because all they did was rob. When my 4th or 5th day there, I passed my test. Couldn't get a job anywhere. "Sorry, you need experience." So I went to this company, and I need a job. 21 years old. "Sorry, we need it." I said, "How am I supposed to get a job or experience if no one will give me experience?" I said, "Give me the keys to the lorry. I'll get to work for a week, and if I'm no good, don't pay me." He says, "Well, how can I argue with that?" So the next day comes in, flying up down the country, see all these lorries parked up, the big little TVs and books and all that. What they're doing, they're having long breaks. So gets a phone call the Friday. Carlo, do you want to go out the weekend? You get, yeah, do I? So I get night out Monday, I get time and off Saturday, I get double time Sunday. So I goes out for the weekend, gets in the yard Tuesday morning, happiest man in the world. I've done, I did this, I got this job, and I'm roping my lorry down. Two guys come up. All right, Carlo, we need to earlier. Hey, what's up? I'm just roping up. What's up, man? I'm busy. You got to slow down, mate. What? You got to slow down, mate. I said, what are you on about? I said, I come on my work. I've only got one speed. You're making us look CUNTs. I said, ha! I says, you're the guys that I see parked up, aren't you? Robbing the company. Because you have more breaks and this, that and the other. No, Carl, we've been here 15 years and you're making us look stupid. Ha! I said, I'm not here to be your friend, boys. I says, and I'm really busy at the minute. I said, so if we want to go to the other side of the lorry, yeah, sort it out between three of us. Let's make haste, because I've got to get this done. I appreciate my job. And everyone's robbing everywhere. And they left. They went away. We can't deal with this guy. And in the end, the company they sold out and because it was just too much. It was just being robbed to death. And that's the government, the councils, they rob us. We're being robbed left, right and centre. And it's no different. It's no different to hundreds of years ago when the councillors took all the food, they took all the gold, this, that and the other. They give the king some and they keep a lot of it themselves and nick off the king. And it's just rife. There's so much corruption everywhere. But I could go on forever. I've got 21 minutes here, so I'm going to cut stuff on there. I'm not saying there ain't a virus. I'm not saying there isn't anything. I'm not saying and whoever's had it and or died, got people die from it. I'm not saying my heart goes out to them. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want to harm anyone. I've just got a lot of questions that we've got no answers for. So 22 minutes of gas to go. So I'm going to get gone now. So see you later, and we'll see what comes of the pub opening times today. See you later. Bye.